Hello, MHS Welding students, parents, and guardians. My name is Mr. Raby. I'm the welding instructor here at Mattoon High School. This is an introductory video covering shop behavior, basic guidelines, the required equipment, and directing you at the end of this video to fill out a form that shows to me that you have watched this with your student, that you've watched this with your parent or guardian, and if you need help getting any welding equipment, so that way on day one of the school year, we can get all of your welding equipment into your locker, get it locked up, and get going with what we're signed up for to do in this class, which is welding. So dress code and shop behaviors, I've got a lot of details that are written out here for everybody to read. The basic idea that this conveys is that what we wear and how we behave is important in a shop. We have a great track record for minor injuries and barely any, and just the reduced number of injuries in general. We want to keep that great track record going, so that way everybody can just enjoy what they're doing in here, playing with the sparks and the fire and melting things and getting things to stick together. We want to stay making it all positive and good things, so we need to wear clothes that are appropriate for doing that, and we need to behave in a way. So no horseplay, no running, no throwing things in the welding shop. We want to take care of our equipment and take care of each other. So that's why we do that. That leads me right into this next point on this sheet. So notes on pants, shoes, and aprons. We got coveralls here. We got an apron. Highly recommend these if that's your style. Just something to protect your clothes. Long pants are not required. However, it is that's more shop dress because it protects your legs, protects you from getting dirty, really. And then the shoes that you're going to wear, you do need to have a certain type of shoe. It just has to be closed on top, and the heel has to be closed. You can't just slip your foot into it and just go. There's a lot of shoes out there that kind of have that slipper deal where you can slip your foot into it. Crocs are no bueno. Tennis shoes that have the mesh on the front, those are not good. You're going to get sparks going through the mesh, and the sparks will stop being hot when they find your toes and just kind of sit in between them. Doesn't feel very good, and then you want to get your shoe off really quick, which then creates other problems. So just make sure that you have closed toed. So it's just closed on the front and closed on the back, so that way you don't accidentally slip out of it, fall, trip, create a hazard for yourself and others. So welding. Why is it important? So you might have signed up for the class and had no clue what welding is. Cool. I love it. So I think that you will greatly enjoy it too. However, there's more details there. There are careers that you can get where you can go straight from MHS here into a career, a welding career that can sustain you and a future family, because you can climb the career ladder in these jobs. There's several employers in the area that provide you with that opportunity. There's the skills gap. If you want to research what the skills gap is, that's what's providing that. Another option for you, why MHS welding is important, college prep. You want to go to college, you want to get into engineering, doing design work, drafting, anything along those lines. You can learn the skills that you'll be designing right here. You want to be a manager or at a manager level, you need to actually be able to do the things that any of the employees that you have are doing. So knowing how to do it, huge. Hobby. You want to just be able to fix things. You like hot rods. You like to be able to fix trailer or your truck or whatever. Just fix things that break. You can melt it back together. You'll learn these skills in this class. And life skills in general. Becoming more hands-on. Becoming able to conceptualize a thought or idea on paper and bring it to life. These are huge skills. So any of those things would be great reasons to sign up for the class. Required equipment for welding. So you need the majority of the stuff that I'm going to talk about here. And just so you're aware, at the end of this, there is a place in the form that tells me that I need everybody to fill out, all of my students to fill out. It tells me that you've watched the video, that you're going to get the equipment or that you need help getting the equipment, there are scholarships available if the need is present. So if you have a financial need, don't let that take you away from the class. Our administration absolutely wants you to take this class, even if there's a financial need that keeps you from buying the safety equipment that you need. So please don't run away from the class because of the expense of some of the equipment. Please mark down that you just need financial help with it, and we can try and get everybody taken care of that way who has that need. So for the equipment, like I mentioned a little bit ago, we have lockers. They're to my right. I think that was a video left though. The mirror. You need a combination lock. Don't put anything of yours into a locker without a lock on it. We have a video camera from the school security system on this side watching this side. So if you lock your lockers, your stuff is good. Our lockers are getting an overhaul as I'm recording this video. Not as I'm recording it, but they are all getting updated for the school year. So also, before I forget to mention, write your name on everything. If you forget it out, which everybody does multiple times a year, you forget something out. If you've got your name written real big across the top of your stuff, on your leather gloves, on your jacket, on your hat, maybe even on the side of your glasses, like on the little spot right here, then I can take it from wherever you left it out and I can set it on my desk until I see you again, and then I get you your expensive stuff back to you. So write your name on everything. So welding gloves. Gonna go through this quickly. I have 2 pairs of gloves. Welding 1, you probably only need 1 pair. I'm saying this for welding 2 and 3. Here's a pair of work gloves. My work gloves get beat up because I wear them all the time, almost the entire day. And I only put on my welding gloves when I'm actually doing welding because they have better wrist protection, sleeve protection. These make my welding gloves last longer. Regular welding 1 students, you're probably okay just doing the regular welding gloves. There are different types of welding gloves. Don't get TIG gloves. If it advertises for TIG, don't do it unless you're a welding 2 student or 3. Welding 2 and 3 students, you guys need to just get everything but stick welding gloves. You don't need stick welding gloves. Get TIG gloves, get MIG gloves, and get regular work gloves. You know you won't regret it. Safety glasses. No tinting and tinting. If you get the tinting ones, they're great for wearing when you're doing a bunch of plasma cutting because it dulls the brightness. If you're exposed to that for long periods of time, that can cause night blindness. Okay, the bright lights mess with your eyes over time. So that's great. But if you're wearing a helmet that has a grinder setting right there, you're good with doing that too, and then you don't need the tinted safety glasses. You do need safety glasses. That's you walk in the shop, you basically are putting them on because there's sparks flying all the time. Welding jacket. I have a welding jacket with leather sleeves on it. The leather sleeves help me out because I do a lot of welding, but I'm in here all day long. Welding 1 students, you probably don't need one with leather sleeves, but if you're thinking you might do this longer than just 1 year, it's not a bad investment. Welding helmet. Another thought on the welding jacket. From freshman to senior, most people grow. So keep that in mind as you get a size. Don't get something that fits snug. Probably get something that's a little bit big. Welding helmets. Auto darkening welding helmet. There's a bunch listed on the side, and all of these have links on the side of them to a product. If you are needing help with getting a correct product, you can look at the ones that are recommended by me through these 4 different suppliers. Rural King doesn't have a great website, but they have the products in store. Elmo doesn't have an operational website where you can order from, but they're out by the McDonald's Lakeland. You can just go in there, and they carry a lot of everything you need right there. They have great products. So going back to the welding helmet, auto darkening, if it has a grinder setting on the side, you're going to be happy with that. That's pretty much it. Check out the examples for more details on what you might need. Solid black hat or welding cap. This keeps your hair from getting pinched when you tighten it. There's a twisty tighten thing on the back of your welding helmet. So you want to keep your hair out of that. That allows that to happen. The cap part of it, or the bill part of a welding cap and a welding hat, helps keep the flames off of the back of your neck and going down the back of your jacket. That's a huge plus. If you're using a hat, make sure that it is not a mesh type hat. That doesn't keep the sparks from hitting you on the top of the head. So get a solid one. One of those two, it doesn't matter. Just get something. You'll not regret it. I have it marked down as required. You could get away with not having it. I'm not going to. Earplugs, required. You need earplugs. Keeps the sparks from going down in your ear, and it's extremely noisy in this shop all the time with the grinders, the banging, from people chipping slag off things. It's just noisy. Don't do damage to your hearing. Bluetooth earbuds, those aren't hearing protection unless they're specifically advertised as hearing protection. They're not hearing protection. Sharpies, if you're thinking you want to save money, get a multi-pack of Sharpies. They come a lot cheaper that way. Milwaukee's got a good brand of Sharpies. You can go with the Milwaukee brand. Great options there. Paint markers, welding 2 and 3 guys know that they'll want some paint markers. There are some good cheaper options. Amazon's got them. Doesn't really matter. The color, probably not silver. Not silver for the Sharpie either. Doesn't matter the color, just not silver. It won't show up. And then flash drive. You need a flash drive to do your CNC assignments this year, and there's many CNC assignments for each of the classes. If you're interested to know exactly what your assignments are, you can go down here to this link, this Welding 1, 2, 3, and 4 class syllabus, and you can check out what CNC assignments are coming your way. For Welding 2 and 3 guys, they might be pretty interested in that. Welding 1, you might not know what that is yet, but don't worry either way. CNC is basically we create signs, we can create products, we can create parts on the computer, cut them out on a plasma cutter. So it's a computer controlled plasma cutter. And then we have the powder coating station. So where we can process some pretty fancy signs, some very nice products there. So that's what the CNC stuff entails. The flash drive that you need for this, it can be an old flash drive you have that has almost no memory. That's totally fine. The file sizes that we're using are tiny, absolutely tiny. So you just need something to transfer it from the shop computers to the CNC computer. Now, before I go to the very last form, if you are interested in an MHS Welding t-shirt, these are the 2 shirt colors. It's a neon construction yellow color, and then the green color we had last year. It's the same color that I'm wearing right now. Just has a new emblem on the front of it, MHS Welding. There's no app for that. We will have a second order coming in October where I'll put out another online order form. And in that order form, I'm going to include hoodies on that. So if you're interested in getting a hoodie and a t-shirt at a later time, you can. If you're interested in getting it right now at the beginning of the year, you can, because we have that order open until August 21st. So if you're wanting to get a t-shirt, you have until August 21st to do that, and that's all online. If you'd like to pay cash or check, you can bring in $16 to me. I can collect it in person, but otherwise it's all online, and it's at this with this QR code and this link right here if your phone doesn't do the QR codes. Now what I need everybody to do. So you just did the hard thing, which is watching me talk for a couple minutes now. You need to complete this MHS check-in form. I need to know who you are and that you watched this video with your parent and who the parent was. So that's where you're going to tell me that. And you're also going to tell me if you're needing financial help or if you got it, you've got your equipment taken care of. And keep in mind with all of your equipment, if you're wanting something specific, with the welding jacket, the size matters. Gloves, the size matters. So if you got tiny hands or you got extra large hands, you can buy stuff that will fit you. So just be careful with that. And looking forward to meeting the new students and looking forward to seeing all of you who are coming back to me for a second or third year. This is going to be a great year. We've got a lot of changes that have happened in the welding shop over the summer. We've got new light bulbs. We've got some new equipment in here. So this is an exciting year to get back into welding. So looking forward to seeing all you guys.